Well, when I first started wrestling, I started out. This was early 2000s, just after Bret Hart had his stroke, and I met Bruce Hart at a big card signing in Calgary, and he invited me up to the dungeon. I went to the dungeon a couple of times, and then I moved over to the UK because I met a lass. So I moved over to the UK, and then I still wanted to continue wrestling training. And then I found a wrestling training group in Newcastle. I was living in Middlesbrough at the time, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours on a bus to Newcastle. And that was where I went to. It was called WZW Wrestle Zone Wrestling, and they had a new breed wrestling academy. So I went there, and then started training with Iceman and Tony Spitfire and people like that. And then we went up there, trained with them every week. And then eventually I got, back then it was a bit different. You sort of had to wait for your opportunities. You would turn up the shows, you would do the ring, you would do the chairs, you would do security on the show. You'd pack up, you'd be the first one there the day, the last one to leave at a night, and you wouldn't have a match. Do you know what I mean? But that would be what you would have to do back then. And then sort of we did that, and then eventually there was a show coming up in Scotland.